Greetings to everybody in the Gates of Prayer family and community. It is great to be on this special Zoom call. And as we all know, because of the pandemic, festival season didn't quite happen the way we all wanted to. We all miss our favorite fests. Our weekends have been a little extra quiet. But you may not know that one of the festivals that was supposed to happen this year was actually going to happen here during Hanukkah at Congregation Gates of Prayer. The Global International Food Festival of the World was set to bring chefs and culinary creators from the top of their fields to our congregation. And while the festival didn't happen, we are blessed to be joined by these culinary masters via Zoom, and it is my honor to introduce them. First, I'd like to welcome back to Gates of Prayer an old friend, a latke connoisseur, a spectacular individual, Mr. Potato Mensch, Shreddy Potato Man.
Yes, very excited. It must be wonderful for you to welcome me back into your community.
So Shreddy, last I heard you were off making a big budget potato action film. Whatever happened to that?
Yes, Shreddy's movie debut. It's a potato cop thriller. It's called Fry Hard. It stars Bruce Willis. I played the foreign bad guy.
What was his name?
Hans Tuber.
Sounds amazing. When does it come out?
Well, it came out and nobody saw it. I think the rating drove people away.
The rating?
Well, yeah, we shot the movie last year in Colorado, and we used the old-fashioned video camera, and we really wanted to let people know about the experience. So we labeled it as such, CO for Colorado, vid for video, and 19 because the year was made. I said, everybody come here, you'll experience the COVID-19, and suddenly no more green card for Shreddy.
Yikes, that seems like poor timing. Anyway, let's welcome our next celebrity chef. Joining us from Queens, we have a true master of custard. She graduated with the highest honors from the New York Academy of Puddings and Jello. Please join me in welcoming the one and only Flan Drescher.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, sure. I was working at a dessert shop in Flushing, Queens, till the baker kicked me out in one of those crushing scenes. What was I to do? Where was I to go? I was out of my fanny. Anyway, long story short, that's how I became the Flanny.
Wow, they should make a TV show out of that.
Yeah, well, now I'm on my own. I make the best custards, puddings, jellos, and I even have my own clothing line coming out.
Really? What type of clothing?
Flannel.
Okay, we'll be on the lookout for that. Well, next, joining us from all the way near the South Pole is a person who is considered royalty when it comes to flavor. She is a celebrity in the country of Blandartica. We are honored to welcome Saltn Pepper. Saltn Pepper, can you tell me a little bit about your home country?
Blandartica is a place that has no seasoning. The sun never sets. It's cold all time.
Oh, you mean you have no seasons because you're close to the South Pole?
Correct. And everything here tastes terrible. Can you imagine what kind of things we eat down here in Blandartica? Our primary vegetable we grow here is wool. Our number one fish export is old canoe. One time they tried to open a McDonald's here, but instead of the McRib, they offered us old McJimsock.
So how is it you became such a world-renowned chef?
2 words, salt and pepper. I am the master of seasoning. Because of my expertise in the art of flavor, Blandartica is number 1 destination for foodies who like to eat ox wool.
Pretty impressive. Our next master of the stovetop comes from a remote country in the Pacific Ocean called Shaky Island. Not much is known about his native land other than it is the hometown of the one and only Kebab Lowy.
Mais oui, yes, it's so great to be here.
Kebab, tell us something we don't know about Shaky Island.
Well, we have 32 and 75 earthquakes every day. Not major ones, but we are in fact one very shaky island.
Interesting. How does that influence your food culture?
Ah, mais oui. This is how I became a world-famous chef. See, every time we all sit down to eat a meal, an earthquake comes. The plates would shake. The food would slide around everywhere. You know that scene in The Karate Kid where Mr. Miyagi is trying to catch a fly with chopsticks? Well, that's loosely based on a book I wrote about trying to eat peas on Shaky Island.
Wow, so what did you do?
Simple. I took all the food on my plate and I stuck a shtick through it. Now everything we eat is on a shtick.
So we've invited you all here to share with us the one ingredient you simply couldn't live without. We'll open it up now to the panel for discussion.
Well, yes, I brought a big surprise for you. It's an ingredient that you would never expect that I would pick. It's I, Shredward, El Potato Man, have brought the most unique food. Yes, I, the famous Slovakian potato chef, graduated with a master's in Spud Management. Certainly, you will also be surprised by the food I brought. You'll never guess what I've chosen.
A potato.
How dare you? But yes, it is a potato.
Big whoop, a potato.
You know what makes a potato extra good? Putting a shtick through it.
Are you done yet with the potato talk? Let's let Flan talk about Flan.
By all means, flantastic.
Hey, I see what you did there. And I like it. Flan has a lot of ingredients, so it's hard to identify what is most important. I could go with sugar. I can go with caramel. I can go with vanilla. But I have to say, the ingredient I find most special, is the egg.
Yes, the egg, the potato of the chicken.
Egg is good. The only animal that lays eggs on Antarctica is dog.
Maybe you know an egg can go on a shtick. Not raw, though. That wouldn't work.
Well, I was going to bring a unique ingredient from home country. Perhaps woolly mammoth, sea opossum, or maybe even goose face. But I figured what makes all of them equally great is what I will bring: salt and pepper. I come from a long line of peppers. My brother, Dr. Pepper, is the chief of surgery at Bland General, and my uncle is high up in Bland Police Department. He now goes by Sergeant Pepper.
As you've already established, you can put any kind of food on a shtick, but some are better than others. I chose one that is so near and dear to me, it brings tears to my eyes. I am, of course, referring to the onion.
Oh, too stinky for my taste.
We have onion in Blandarctica, but it has feet.
Well, we've all learned quite a bit about your home countries and your favorite ingredients. Clearly, they all have great culinary value.
Yes, each one is truly wonderful, except for all of theirs, and only the potatoes are good.
You wish, Shreddy. If potatoes were so great, they would be an ingredient in flan.
I think we in Blandarctica have proven that it doesn't matter what food is. If you season it right, it will be delicious.
I get your point, but my point is an actual point. The point of a skewer which should go with every good food.
You people are all mixed up.
What did you say?
You're Meshugana. You're all mixed up.
That's a very interesting idea.
What is?
Mixing up all our ingredients.
What happens when you mix potatoes, eggs, onions, and salt and pepper?
Holy potatoes? That's a latke. God bless us, everyone.
Latkes. We have those in old country. I didn't realize you could make them without owl beaks.
So even though we are all from different places,
And even though we're stuck on Zoom and can't be together on person,
We can still share the things we love.
And turn them into something special.
and what's more special than a latke on Hanukkah?